enjoy it in our community also. So we look forward to spending a lot of time there.
I know you've just coached your kids, for about a week. You've had them about a week now. Have you been surprised by their effort, or are you in pretty good shape?
Well, one thing I can definitely say is that we've had a real good summer, and the summer workouts, it started really good, and we ended good, and so now the week that our first week of practice, it's been really good. I can say our kids have worked hard, and they're looking forward to the season.
Of course, Pike County High School, ladies and gentlemen, opens the season against Charles Henderson in a jamboree, which is an annual event, and that'll be on the 23rd or 22nd, Coach. Is that right?
Yes, it's on the 22nd.
22nd, and that game will be played at Pike County High School. And Coach, you open the season at Goshen against Goshen Eagles in a big county rivalry.
Yes, it's one thing about it, I think Bart does a wonderful job with his kids over at Goshen, and our kids kind of know each other pretty good. We take classes and things together, and a lot of things. So our kids really look forward to the game. I think they also look forward to it. So It should be an exciting game.
That's going to be something. Coach, are y'all 3A now? Y'all class 3A, 2A or 3A?
We're 3A.
That's what I thought. I was down at Dale County yesterday, Coach, and to interview their kids, and boy, they look good.
Well, one thing about it, they have been really good. I think for the last 2 years, I think they have a senior group of kids, and I think they played extremely well for the last 2 years. I think.
Now, are they in your area, Coach?
Yes, they are. We played, I think, the third game of the season.
Yeah. So that's going to be one to look at right there. Everybody's talking about, Coach, y'all being pretty good. And, really, of course, from the quarterback on, you've got some experience. Is that right?
Yes, we have quite a bit of experience. I think our guys have worked hard, and I think if we continue to work, I don't know about all things that go along, but I think we can get better as we go on.
Yeah. I know on down the road you've got Dale County, too. Is that right? Daleville.
Oh, yes.
And that's in your area, too?
Yes, Daleville is in our area. We play them also.
And, Coach, they're the biggest offensive line that I have seen in a long time. Big kids up front, and I bet they had 7 or 8 of them. I was really impressed with their team. Of course, they're coached by Josh Parrish, and of course, I know you won't see these folks until down the road, but I just know that the region y'all play in is pretty tough, isn't it?
Yes, it's a pretty tough region. What we try to do is just take them one at a time.
Oh, I know that. And who are some of the teams in your region other than Dale County and Daleville?
Abbeville, Barber County, Wicksburg, Slocum.
Yeah. Some pretty good football teams, Coach. It's a tough region, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, I know you're going to have your team ready, and I appreciate you calling us this morning and talking to us. And, Coach, we hope to be able to talk to you each week during the season as you prepare for each game. And like you said, you play them one game at a time. Of course, I know the jamboree is important, but, of course, the most important game is when y'all open that season against Goshen at Goshen.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, Coach, I know one thing, and the people that know you, one thing for sure is your team's going to be ready physically. They're going to have a lot of pride, and they're going to have a lot of character, and they're going to be hard-nosed. That's your philosophy, isn't it?
Yes, that's one thing we try to stress,
Coach, how many years have you coached football?
This is, I'm going to my 20th year, 21st or 20th or 21st year.
Oh, man, and of course you've been around in a household name in Pike County. And, of course, we again appreciate your time this morning, and we'll see y'all this afternoon for Picture Day.
All right, thank you. I
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much, Coach. Bye-bye. Fred Holland, and one of the great coaches in our area, great role model for kids, and a hard-nosed football coach. You know, you talk about Fred Holland, Coach, you talk about old school. You know, he still believes in blocking and tackling. You know what I mean?
He still believes in contact.
Yeah, that's right. And, of course, his teams will always be prepared, and you can be assured that Pike County Charles Henderson Jamboree is going to be quite a game to sort of open the season here in Pike County. But, of course, by being a Jamboree, it doesn't count on your schedule. Great opportunity. You know, a game like that, Coach, and we're looking at probably tomorrow will be 10 days. A game like that really gives you a great opportunity to know where you're at early in the season, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
So who called in? Was that Fred Holland?
Fred Holland calling in this morning, and of course we're going to be down there at 3 o'clock today as they have picture day at Pike County High School, and hopefully we'll be able to interview all the players and the cheerleaders.
They still had that big Nixon kid, Chris Nixon's brother. Is he still back?
Yeah, he's huge, big, fine-looking kid. He's a lineman. They play him at defensive end and tight end.
Yeah, I think he was impressive last year. You know, I was reading Alabama, of course, is looking for a field goal kicker this year and a punter, and that J.K. Scott, they said, has come in this summer and looked really good at punter. He's replacing Cody Mandel. And, you know, Cody Mandel kicks for the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, I tell you what, he was a good kicker. The only thing about it, he can't tackle.
Yeah. But also, if Alabama fans are wanting to know about Adam Griffith, they said he was 4 for 5 kicking in the Saturday scrimmage. So
Yeah.
that's
He's pretty good as long as the coach is not standing right behind him.
Yeah, and then Cam Robinson, the great offensive tackle, the freshman out of Monroe, Louisiana. He's starting at tackle, and then Tony Brown and Marlon Humphrey are expected to start as freshmen at cornerback.
Gosh, isn't that 2 freshman cornerbacks?
That's what they're saying, that these guys are
That good.
that phenomenal athletes. And also Eddie Jackson, who got hurt in the spring, blew out his knee, is already practicing again for Alabama. So if they can get Jackson back, that could really help as well.
Of course,
3 last year that played really great in that Ole Miss game for Alabama.
Of course, there's plenty of time, you know, to get ready. And I know
That's one thing. West Virginia, they got to have some cornerbacks and defensive backs ready to play in that game. That West Virginia team's gonna throw it all over the field, I would think.
that game will last about 4 hours, don't you think?
Yeah, Dan Holgerson. I'm hoping the Troy Trojans will be up on the UAB Blazers by about 14 points, and I can slip out in the fourth quarter and go catch the start of the Alabama game. I'm hoping. Fortunately, most of those Troy UAB games come right down to the very end.
Mike,
Yeah.
how about telling me about these networks that's going to carry all these games? You got, of course,
ABC for Alabama game, which is rare. That Alabama plays on ABC.
Now, that must be a night game, is it?
No, that's 2:30. It's in the Georgia Dome.
2:30.
Yeah.
Well, is that going to go straight up against the CBS game?
I would think so, yeah, because Alabama's on ABC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to figure out the schedule there of all the
well, I was thinking about, like the SEC channel.
SEC Network starts, Coach, Thursday night.
That's what I thought. All right. Then you got, of course, the networks, and then you got also other networks that are carrying the games out west and everything. I just wondering how all this is going to work out.
Well, hey, yeah, just what's that thing on your dial that you can go to your favorite channel? Is that right? Or the last channel you switch to, you need one of those to go at least to 5 different channels, wouldn't you think?
Well, Troy, UAB's on television as well. They're on Fox Sports Net.
And of course, that is 11 o'clock kickoff, so you know it'll be a good one.
Yeah, the ESPN game, I think that day is going to be Clemson against Georgia.
Yeah.
That'll be 5:30. That'll be a great game. Of course, Clemson's replacing Taj Boyd at quarterback, and Georgia's replacing Aaron Murray. So
They recruited what a lot of people think was the best quarterback in the country. Is that right?
Hey,
Clemson? Yeah, Clemson.
Yeah, I mean, they recruited Jim Kelly's nephew, I believe, but I think he's looking to transfer.
Well, no, the quarterback he's got, he loves. I heard him in an interview recently, and they said they don't think they'll miss a beat at quarterback. He's very confident. He is very confident. He thinks he's going to have the best defense that Clemson's ever had. At least that's what he said on TV, on radio the other day. And he loved the way his offense was coming around.
Boy, did you see Jimbo Fisher after practice yesterday? He was just livid because in practice they had a freshman
fight.
He hit Jameis Winston and knocked him through the ground. And they kicked the guy out of practice. It sounds like what Coach Sell had to do to Mike Amos back when he was in high school. To lead practice.
Well, because he jumped Jameis Winston?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even want you touching those quarterbacks, do they?
Yeah, I mean, apparently knocked him to the ground.
I read about that, and I heard it was a big to-do at one time. You know, it wasn't any ordinary fight. They said the guy was going for the jugular. You know what I mean?
And he started last year as a freshman on the national championship team at strong safety.
Yeah.
So
you know, sometimes these kids get tired of hearing about these guys, and I'm sure a lot of these guys walk around like prima donnas, and you know, these guys that don't get all the respect probably said, well, I'm going to just, next chance I get, I'm going to unload on that rascal. You know, I was busy yesterday, and as I mentioned, we were at Carolina Ozark at Dale County, and let me tell you this, Mike. I was at two of the nicest stadiums, high school stadiums in the whole state of Alabama yesterday. The stadium at Dale County High School, located right there in Midland City, is a fabulous high school stadium. I mean, beautiful. I mean, the grass was perfect. It was just a great setting for high school football. And I interviewed, and like I said, there were 4 kids that have already committed to Division I schools. None of them to Troy, but of course, like you said, one of the commitments, the running back, what's his name? That's so good.
Henderson,
you know, has decommitted to UAB. Is that right?
Yeah, he's down to Cincinnati, Louisville, and Kentucky.
But they had a fine-looking football team. It was a lot of fun to be out there. And then I went to Daleville, and let me tell you, their practice field reminds me of Troy University's new practice field. Big, wide practice field, and the grass is cut like a golf fairway. I mean, in fact, he said the coach says a lot of he's had to run people off because they go out there and hit shags. And he has to keep the place locked so people won't go in there and hit golf balls. But it looks like a golf course. And let me tell you what they've got there. You've seen teams lift tires, you know, these big tractor tires. They've got all these big tractor tires, and they work out their offensive linemen by picking up these huge tractor tires and flipping them over, then picking them up again and flipping them over. Hey, that was one of the best-looking offensive lines. There were probably 8 kids, maybe 10 kids. They came up first, the offensive linemen, and they were from 280, but most of them were 290 and 300. And they were lean, good-looking football players.
Daleville High School?
Daleville High School.
Well, that doesn't surprise me a bit. I remember when we played Daleville in high school. They were huge.
And their stadium is immaculate, beautiful. You can tell that they have not even been down on their playing field. I mean, they practice at that facility I was telling you about, and they don't even touch their game day stadium, and it is fabulous. So Dale County High School, Daleville High School, 2 of the best facilities I've been to lately in high school football. And, of course, we were tickled to be there. We were also tickled to be in Ozark yesterday. And so, hey, right now, let's see if I can count them on my hands. We've been to Ozark, Daleville, Dale County. We've been to Brantley, Pike Liberal Arts. We've been to Goshen, Charles Henderson, that's 7. Elba, that's 8. So we've already been to 8 teams, 8 schools, and you'll watch one of them right after this show where we introduce these young men and let you know who is out there practicing hard, sacrificing to be the best they can be, and providing you a lot of entertainment every Friday night this football season, and we're proud of them. Mike Amos calling from Birmingham. Coach Frank Sadler is with us, and call in. We'd love to hear from you today and hear about your favorite team. We'll be in Brundage today. That'll be the night school. We hope we'll be in Luverne on Thursday. That'll be the 10th that we've interviewed. We'll go to the middle school. That'll be the 11th. And we hope, if we can work it out, to go to New Brockton and to Enterprise and to end it in our, so that'll be, 12 teams at least. So that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I was looking at the
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot Zion Chapel. We've already been to 10 teams already. Can you believe that?
I was looking at the schedule to start the season. On Wednesday night, Abilene Christian at Georgia State will be on ESPNU, so that's channel 502 on Troy Cable.
Now you have to have the extended coverage to get the NFL channel and the SEC. No, you not. Well, do you have to? You don't have to have the extended coverage for SEC channel.
ESPNU is also on 135. I'm talking about HD channels when I say 502.
Okay.
And then the big game, though, is Thursday night, Texas A&M against South Carolina. That game will start at 5 o'clock our time, and they'll be on the SEC network. So I don't know. Have they told you what channel the SEC network's going to be on? 52,
Yeah.
Is that right?
It's going to be on 25 and 52.
Yeah, so that will
25
be...
and 52. All of what 52 is going to do is get the carryover games, Mike. The games that are not as important, you know.
And actually, if you want to watch Louisiana Monroe against Wake Forest, they'll be on ESPNU on Thursday night.
Yeah.
During the Texas A&M South
Wouldn't
Carolina.
surprise me if Monroe beats Wake Forest.
But I tell you what, Monroe beat Wake Forest last year, so that's not going to be a surprise. They beat Wake Forest at Wake Forest last year. And then Ole Miss and Boise State later that night on ESPN. So
That's on a Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday night.
Where's that Boise Ole Miss game going to be played? At Ole Miss?
It's a neutral site game.
It is?
It's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. Wow. That's going to be
yeah, that would be nice. That's going to be a good game.
It's going to have 2 games.
Go Troy! Go Troy! Go Troy! As the Trojans get ready and they start